talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Something in mind, all in my mind. I wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, my love. He makes me feel like nobody else. Woo! My love. He doesn't love me, so I tell myself. One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's on phone because he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You'll have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in the bed in the morning. And if you ain't getting nobody, I got rules I gotta. Woo! You know we can chat all night. Welcome to Take Center Stage and Own It. This is Sweetheart. Before I say I do, I'm so excited to have my co-host with me, executive producer, Miss BJ Martin, Dr. Sean, the erogenous coach, and we have, Own It is all up in the house tonight, okay? So we have with us Jeffrey Berger, who is the certified holistic wellness coach, and we are so excited because he said, get your juicy back.
Get your juicy back.
That's all right, Jeffrey, where are you taking us tonight?
So let's share the screen, and I'll start out. Let's start right out with everything here.
Let's dive right in. We're going to dive right in. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is going to be educational. It's going to be fun because we got our what? What do we got, Jeffrey? We got our happy juice.
We got our happy juice.
Yep. So we are all pumped up. We are all pumped up, super excited, and we're going to dive right in. Jeffrey, I'm going to let you take the reins and lead us.
Before you bring the slide presentation up, let me just set the precedence here. So I'm not going to go into a lot of details here. The idea here is that we've talked about hormones, and 90% of our hormones and neurotransmitters are created in our gut. And with that being said, we've been destroying all that stuff with the foods that we've been eating and the pharmaceuticals that we have been taking. So this journey is to share a brand new category in the holistic wellness space called sexual wellness. And it's about educating people who are interested in plant-based protocols that will replace hormone replacement therapy. Now, I'm still learning this, so I'm going to say that superficially because I don't have enough information. This was just released like a month and a half ago, but with the results that we're getting with this new product that was launched in June, it's been having some really great benefits and great results with both men and women because we both have sexual desires. So we'll start it out with that, just to give a foundation, okay?
Yes. And this is an area that if you're not paying attention to it, this is an area we don't understand what's happening to our bodies, right? When we have hormonal imbalances and what the causes of those. And so I want you to share, but I'm going to run off some of the causes of imbalance is the unusually high stress, insufficient sleep. These are some things that we even just take for granted. Insufficient sleep, unhealthy diet, diabetes, menopause, which is something like even when I like to do a little bit of research before we go live so that I just have knowledge. And one of the things I wasn't even thinking about was the menopause. Menopause is one of the things that cause a hormonal balance. And when I say that, I'm saying it in the sense of the symptoms. You're taking for granted symptoms.
Correct.
Even when Jeffrey, you and I spoke about this too, about the hot flashes. And earlier today, I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends, and I was like, we don't talk about the cold sweats that come after your hot flashes, because that's something that should be discussed too, because you go from one extreme to another extreme, and we're not understanding how to know what's out there for us to take to kind of alleviate it, because it has been a pain in the tush. Pregnancy is something that causes, and these are some of the things that we know, but then we don't know. Thyroid problems and other conditions.
Mhm.
Slow heart
Mhm.
rate is one that's telling you unexplained weight gain and weight loss, fatigue, constipation, and diarrhea. Numbness and tingling in the hands, and higher than normal blood cholesterol levels. So your normal blood
Right.
cholesterol levels. I remember last year when I was going through all, and earlier this year going through all my physicals, one of my doctors was talking about an elevated cholesterol level, just real
Mhm.
slightly. And I would have never, like, you don't put all of that together because we're just
Right.
so busy living our lives. And so I wanted to share that, just as giving the people a list at the top of some of that. I'm not sure if you'll hit that, but if we're ready, I'll pull
Well,
up
no,
your.
let me share because I did some other research today, and let me share these statistics with you because I was really blown away. Sexual dysfunctions are highly prevalent, affecting 43% women and 31% men.
Yeah. Mhm.
ED
Wow.
is very common. It affects about 30 million men in the United States, and this is very common as it's part of the aging process. But again, I take that aging process as over the last 40 years we've been eating the horrible foods that are out there.
Mhm.
Sexual problems are Sexual problems are reported by approximately 40% of females worldwide. And you've already talked about some of those, side effects when they go through menopause, so forth and so on. And then when you have hypoactive sexual disorder, which is you're not interested in sex, it's been reported
Mhm.
approximately 30% of women and 15% of the men in the population fall into this category. So
Wow.
yeah, and this is just crazy, and this also falls into mental health. When you have
Yes, it
the
does.
when you have these issues, it tremendously impacts
Mhm.
mental health, self esteem, causing
Insecurity.
insecurity, causing depression, causing one to be alone and not with your partner, um, a whole list of things. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm doing some more studies on this because it's so important. It's part of our human life, biological functions. This is what it is. So but yeah, hop on and you can put the slideshow up, and I'm gonna show some interesting things here. The first thing is going to be a video, and then I'm going to go into the essence of these two products because we have a his and a hers sexual wellness product, and it's all plant based. And I'm going to share some of the plants that aid in um, kind of repairing that sexual dysfunction. Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, our erogenous coach over here is just sitting
Mhm.
off the edge of her seat, and I know she's going to want to chime in. Y'all
Yeah.
may even take over the show.
Yeah. I want to hear from our erogenous coach. Absolutely.
Awesome.
And I'm managing like three screens here. So I'm going to be looking here because there's my navigation. And it is time to get your juicy back. That's what this is all about. So here is the video that I want to share here, and hopefully it'll come through.
Oh,
All right. I am going to flip it over to here. So, this is all about holistic sexual wellness. And obviously, we have a him and a her, but you can also order a him and a her and a her. So, which has been great. So, this all natural sexual wellness supplement, with clinically studied ingredients that maintains healthy sexual desire and support healthy hormone balance. And this is a product line that has been in development, and the research is almost um, 10 years now in the making before this was actually released in order to get the right formulation to address sexual wellness. So, with that, these are some of the plants we talk about. I talked about plants, and these are this is the first two products of a series of holistic sexual wellness. Next month we have three new products within this category that are coming out. I won't know until next month. But we look at here, we've got the wild green oats, and we talk about that phytonutrient, and it's basically plant nutrient that supports blood flow. For both men and women, blood flow is very important in sexual health. And then the desire is, winds down as we get older, and we're learning why it's winding down, because we're breaking down the those natural hormones and the neurotransmitters more rapidly because of the chemical preservatives that are in our foods, along with some other things. And then the neurotropic that helps stabilize mood. Neurotropics are those essential essences to, you feed the brain and get you into a really good mood, reducing the cortisol levels, as well
Mhm.
as decreasing stress and anxiety. The Shatavari adaptogens that support healthy hormonal balance. There's lots of studies going on with all different types of adaptogens when it comes to hormonal balancing and neurotransmitter um, balancing as well. And all of these products, or excuse me, all of these ingredients are actually harvested from farms that we have um, relationships with. What I love about this whole product line is Dr. Sean, who is our chief science officer. He has visited every single farm that we are contracted with in order to harvest our indigenous plants. On top of that, we make sure that the indigenous workers are working in fair and good environments, that they're living and they're being fed and they're being paid properly. So that was huge. Supporting overall reproductive health of women of all ages, and then help support balance of mood. And then the fenugreek, which is herbs that support sexual life and vitality, helps maintain healthy sexual desire from low desire back to normal, and then supports healthy hormonal balance. So these are the three plants specifically for women. All right. And what's interesting is we're getting this is a new, obviously it's a new product line. We're having some women who are actually this is too strong for them, so they're going over to the men's, and we're kind of testing the men's because of the estrogen, the progesterone, and then the testosterone aspect of it. Now, then we have the him, we've got the mushrooms, the aptogenic mushrooms, support stamina, vitality, health, drive, and then helps improve performance. Again, with that ED scenario there, rhodiola adaptogen that helps maintain endurance and performance, supports sexual desire, and helps support balance, mood. And then the Tongat Ali, it's again herbs that support sexual life, vitality, and then it also supports the healthy hormone balance and healthy testosterone levels, because as obviously as men age, the testosterone levels do go down. So then the what I love about this is we have technical data sheets for those who are geeks. that really want to dive into the science. This, again, I said it took 10 years to formulate this product to get the right ingredients. And the women's has 25 pages of research for the women's Ignite product, and then the men's has 17. So, and we pride ourselves on the science-backed, clinically trialed aspect of this, because we are very, very conscious and um, protective of our ingredients, and very cautious as far as the testing. Our products are tested when the plants are harvested, before they go into manufacturing, while they're being manufacturing, and then before they actually go into the delivery container for the consumer. So it's actually tested 4 times. We test it, and then there's a third party tester, so we make sure that we get the same results that they do. And if they don't match, they throw it out, and then we start all over again. It's got to match 100%. So with that, that is the quick overview of the Ignite product. And I think what I want to do is, so let me hold off from the offer. I'll wait till the end,
Okay.
Marissa, for this. I'll wait till the end. Let's have an open discussion, because I gotta hear from the erogenous doctor here,
I know that's the truth.
because
But
you
before
know,
we dive in, what I do want to say is I believe it is my opinion that the statistics for the ED for the men was very conservative.
yeah,
Um,
I
and I
agree.
don't know if the other, everyone else, just based on, personal conversations with real people, and
Sure,
seeing
Mhm.
that those numbers cannot be accurate based on everybody's discussions.
Mhm.
exactly. No,
And
I
it's
agree.
what's
I agree.
really sad. What's really sad is it's not just older gentlemen who are having this issue. It's gentlemen even as early as in their 30s that are having this
Mhm.
challenge, and we
Yes.
don't talk about. Although our man here is not here tonight, our man is not here tonight. We don't talk about how that the adverse effect on them and there, because we always talk about women and hormones, right? We always talk about women and those emotional challenges, but we don't address how the adverse effects it has on men's emotions, men's feelings of
Mhm.
inadequacy, insecurity, and how they will stay away. So we talk about women always, being the one who doesn't want to show up for, women having the real issue, but men are suffering a great deal.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. And
and
you know
that's
what?
why I believe those stats are very conservative to protect their ego.
No,
But we need
you're
to address the issue.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct on that. And I will say, for somebody who was suffering with diabetes for 20 years, I was definitely impacted by the diabetes
Mhm.
tremendously.
Mhm.
Now that I've reversed it, and my health is better, and now with this product, things are starting to happen. You know,
Yeah.
Get your
All
juices back.
right now,
Get your
especially with a
juices
10
back.
year anniversary.
exactly. But it's amazing, any type of illness does have an impact on it. It's not
Mhm.
it's not only diabetes. It could be any type of autoimmune disease that impacts you mentally, because then the desire for sexual wellness is not there for most people.
Mhm.
So, and I've never really talked about this. I am now, because we have a category, sexual wellness. So we're having a whole series of hormonal balancing products that are coming out, because, as I said earlier, 90% of our hormones and neurotransmitters are created in our gut. Yes, the ovaries and then the testes, they do their thing, but the rest of it is in the gut. And science is now showing that with these plants, that we can enhance them, we can repair the damage. For those that want to repair it and look at making lifestyle changes, again,
Yeah.
it's lifestyle changes, and the choices have to be made if you want to get better. But go ahead.
Mindset mindset and lifestyle changes. and the fact that this is a good topic in a sense of awakening people to connect, because who would connect diabetes with sexual how you're showing up
Right.
with sexual performance. So I'll digress so that our erogenous coach can like go for broke, girl.
Okay, here we go. So I love it because it's in the title, the sexual wellness. If you're not well, you don't feel sexy. It's not there.
Yep.
So just to say that off the top, I love everything about this. I cannot wait to get offline to really, really talk to you. But I'm gonna talk as much as I can here. So you had shared that men in their 30s deal with erectile dysfunction. Men in their 20s deal with it, but don't want to talk about it
I
because they're
was not.
embarrassed.
I felt like that, but I said, "Oh, that's going a little
No,
low." But
no,
yeah,
it's
you're right.
there. It's
Mhm.
there. And what I love, and you answered it in the presentation when you said the lady said that the medicine for her was too strong, so she went to the for him. Because a lot of women that I deal with going through their bodies changing, their testosterone level is dropping. And now that I know that they can use either or,
Yeah.
oh man, this might just
That's
be the
awesome.
game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right. Well,
yeah.
and I will say this: the woman that is was told to evaluate the men's version, she is a she has very strong manly. So she's a dear friend of mine. I'm going to her wedding and her partner's wedding. So she's lesbian and she is more manly than her partner. So this is something that I actually talked to Dr. Sean about in regards to the transgender community, the gay community, so forth and so on. So it's going to be interesting to see what she um, how she does on this because I find I'm assuming that more manly women have more testosterone in their bodies than they do estrogen. So this is a revelation that we're coming up with from my side. I'm sure that the
Right.
doctors and all of them know that. But you know what?
I'm
Even you,
smiling because I'm not gay or, but I got a lot of testosterone.
oh, you do.
And I'm not. I love men, and I still got a lot of test. I like to preserve that.
I
Well,
know
it's
I do.
essential.
It is my saving grace.
There you go. There you go.
And I noticed in the presentation, where it said sexual desires for in the pills for the men, that I didn't really see it in the women. And I might have just been really going through it too fast. But that balance, just to bring that balance back into it. So I think this is, like I said, a game changer. You guys have found the key
Right.
to bringing the juicy bag. And I love it. I absolutely love it. But
And,
yeah,
and we take a lot for
Yeah.
granted that imbalance. I tell you, being I am in my menopausal state, and the ups and downs with not attitude or emotion. It's ups and downs with the temperature. You guys know because you see my arm stretch up. The minute you see my arm go like this, that means I'm turning the AC on or off. And then I sit here, and then after I'm hot, I'm freaking cold because I just sweated my whole body, and so now my pores are all open, and I'm
right.
freezing. And we take for granted how it interrupts your ability to do what you're to maintain focus. And it's not focus in the sense of having attention deficit disorder. It's focus in the sense of I gotta address this. Now I gotta get
Mhm.
myself comfortable. I gotta get
Mhm.
myself comfortable again. I just got into the groove of work and now I'm uncomfortable physically. And trying to get work done,
Right.
trying to get work done. And on top of that, to not feel well and have an imbalance hormonally too, because I just experienced that. Not feeling well and then dealing with an imbalance. And so you don't know if is this symptom associated with me being sick or my menopause, right?
But you
Is
know
it
what I
a
love
type
about this? You know what I love about this? Even with man-made medicine for because you have ED for anything, heart medicine, um, cholesterol, anything. So this what the doctor is presenting today will not conflict with the medication.
That is
That
Okay.
that
right
yeah.
there.
That is absolutely correct. And the idea is just like with our other products that we have, same thing with this is weaning people off of medications,
Hmm.
so then they can go back to their natural self, and that's what we're doing with this. The goal is that because there are, you know, there's the hormone replacement, the pellet. You've got the creams, you've got, all that kind of stuff going on, and the idea is to start weaning off as things start to come back.
But I
And
tell you a secret, Doc. If you're having sex and releasing those endorphins,
Right.
that right there will
yeah,
start to make you feel better. So yes, it will wean them off of their meds, and they want to have sex more because you can have sex every day, 2 and 3 times a day. It is wonderful, and it will help your body heal, which will give you what the sexual wellness.
yes,
Yes, and that's
exactly.
it too. And share why it's important to have intercourse. Why it's important specifically for women, because women don't even understand why you have to climax.
You have.
Can you share that?
I would just say a little bit. It's important, especially the best time we laugh at it. We're taught to joke about it when we're little about a young man waking up with a woody. Well, if you have sex in the morning and it just starts to release the endorphins that are in your body, and it releases joy and peace, and it takes you to a new alignment where you think differently, you move differently,
Yeah.
because you're in a better headspace, you're in a better heart space, and
Yeah.
you also release the, for lack of a better word, the juices in your bodies where your joints are flowing and fluid, and it helps. It's the best vitamin in the world.
And I
And
want to
it
speak
also
to that.
for women, it helps with the reproduction of the estrogen.
Yes.
So
Right.
climaxing is important for your estrogen levels. So we don't talk about that. We don't
And
talk
I want.
about that. And go ahead. Go
BJ.
ahead,
No, I just wanted to
BJ.
speak. I just wanted to speak to the spiritual side of that. Um, would be sex for women, and having orgasms is good for manifestation. I'm coming from that space. You can
Mhm.
and it helps you to manifest easier. You can picture something in your mind. I want to, whatever it is, if you and your making come together, if you're having sex with intention, right,
Right.
it helps you to manifest. I'm coming from that angle. So when you are having these orgasmic, situations, it helps you manifest. You may want to manifest a house, you may want to manifest a car, you may want to manifest a better life, whatever your desire is, it's good for that as well. So I
Mhm.
just wanted to.
So the scriptures that support that were where the two become one. So that's why. That's
Right,
why
right.
you fit together. Mhm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So it's really and these are the conversations you have to have, right? So you're
Mhm.
wondering why things are off, and they're off medically because you're not, your balance is off, and then they're
Right.
off because of a negligence, like you're neglecting
Mhm.
the actual act of doing it too, and
Mhm.
so and then like you said, you know, Dr. Shaw, you said the more that you engage in it, at
Mhm.
first everything is going to be cumbersome sometimes, right? You've not done it
Right.
for a while, you kind of awkward, it's just like riding a bike. You ain't been on the bike, you forget how much fun it is to throw your hands up and ride with no hands on, right? So you get back in, and once that thing clicks in you, then you can get back on track. And it's important to not only make sure that we are doing the things health wise, but we got to
Mhm.
do them activity wise.
Right.
Activity
Yep.
wise, we have to begin to do activities that will create the scene, like how it says tonight or not tonight. So
Yeah.
tonight, not tonight. So you gotta like kind of create that fun kind of space for yourself to make it enjoyable. I can turn these lights off. I got lights on my curtains. And I got a remote control for that. You gotta make things fun and exciting for yourself.
Very true.
And stop being a stiff neck or corny. Have fun, know your limitations, your safe space, but have fun. And one of the things to do is we always talk about self-awareness should lead you to self-development. Self-development should lead you to self-mastery. And mastery is really a way of finding that happy space in your life where you know yourself well enough to recognize anything that's going to get you in the wrong space, right? And then the development part is really developing the methods, the mindset, and the methodology that will help you to navigate when you're triggered. Do you want to go that way? It'll help you to have more control over how you respond to certain things, and also more control of how you show up. Because sometimes when we talked about last month in August, we talked about the spillover effect and how this is spilling over. So just think about it. Your health can spill over into your sexual life, right? You're not taking care of your health, then when it comes down to showing up for your mate, you're not showing up because you're not taking care of yourself. And so that's another way of kind of looking at it. So you said you had a special offer. Did you want to talk about that?
Sure. I can talk about it if you want to throw the screen back up.
All right, let's talk about that special offer. And then also, Jeffrey, share with the audience too. Remember the ebook you have?
Oh yeah,
talk about that.
Sure. So the ebook I have is it's titled "How to Eliminate Stress Without RXs." It's a free ebook. It goes through my story of stress, anxiety, and depression for decades at a 10 plus, and now it's down to a 1 with absolutely no depression in the last 3.5 to 4 years.
Wow.
I mean, you can't put a price tag on having stress resilience, especially going through COVID. And last year I had 6 family deaths. So that is more of my claim to fame besides reversing my diabetes, coming off of 5 medications, and losing 60 pounds. So this talks about my story. It talks about the pharmaceutical companies that it's the FDA started in 1906 and how that evolved and where we are today. Because the diseases that we have today were not around in the late 1800s or the 1700s or the 1600s. And what we're determining is all of these chemicals in the foods and the pharmaceuticals are destroying our gut integrity and they are breaking down our body temple. And this is what is causing so much of the illness today. So I'll throw that into the comments section for anybody who wants to grab that. And you can reach out if you have any questions. So
yes, that's good. And also, if you want to follow Jeffrey, you want to keep up with everything he's talking about. He is in the Own It magazine. So he's one of our contributing writers. You can also find him in the Phoenix Fitness magazine as well. And aren't you have a show on Mopo? Am I saying that right?
Mupo Entertainment. I do it's a Mupo TV series. It's called Holistic Mental Fitness. And it's an interview series. I interview people who basically have had a journey of health and physical, mental, and emotional health issues. And, I am a huge supporter of destigmatizing mental health or mental illness. I don't like the word illness. I'm trying to shift it over to mental wellness. And it's great to talk about it, but we need to talk about solutions. Where are the solutions out there? Because so many people are looking for solutions. They're sick and tired of Western medicine not getting them better. And when you have antidepressants, that was in 2019, it was a $14 billion industry. By 2020, it was $28 billion. It doubled in a year, and that was during COVID. There's something wrong with that picture. So it's we need to get this message out and let people know, because we're getting people off of their anxiety, depression, and their stress related drugs, because it's not doing anything temporarily. Yes, but what are the long term effects? What is going to be long term? And that's what they
Right.
don't know. And it's just like, I don't remember if I said this earlier, but we talk about sexual wellness. We talk about breast implants, which was a cosmetic procedure for since what, the 60s or something. Now the FDA has stated that breast implants cause cancer. So so that's long term. Now it's happening now. Just over the last, I think it was June is when it was announced. So, but all of these things are long term. So we're the guinea pigs for the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry. So, and this is what I'm passionate about, getting this information out, and it's really their choice, the individual's choice, to either make a change or not. You know,
Right.
and so that's the whole objective here, because it's so important, because so many people are hurting. They're really hurting, and they want
And
different
they are.
results.
And we don't have any challenges talking about the problem. We don't have any challenges talking about our issues. But getting to the answer so that we can really experience a good life. You know what I mean? Just a
Yeah,
good life. So that's so important too. And we are drinking our happy drink, and as you can see, like as I continue to sip, I get more more energy. So Jeff, before we talk about the promo that you have, can you talk
okay.
about what's in this happy juice? Because I'm gonna say to you, the little sleeve was enough for me. But then when you told me I can put another scoop of this and another scoop of that, I'm like kind of dangerous here. So talk about what you're drinking. What's the happy juice, and why is it making me so happy right now?
So the happy juice is, it's a combination. Well, in fact, why don't you throw up the happy hormone pack here? Because I'm going to be putting in the edge, which is it's the holistic part of the holistic energy drink that we have. And with that, it works on mood, motivation, and metabolism. So these are all, again, plants that address mood, motivation, and metabolism. The metabolism aspect is it works at the visceral fat level. But what we do for people who are kind of new to this, what we're doing is we're stacking products. And what does that mean? As we get new products, we're taking the best of the best and taking them and merging them and creating brand new packs. So if we look at the Amari Ignite there, this is the brand new sexual wellness product that we have. Mood Plus is it works on your mood and reducing your cortisol levels, increasing your happiness, reducing the brain fog, also lowers that stress and anxiety aspect of it. And then GBX Fit. This is a new category that we create. We announced in January. It's a quad biotic. People have heard
Mm,
about prebiotic, probiotic, phytobiotic, but now there's a postbiotic. And this postbiotic is a dead strain of probiotic that signals the gut to not store fat. And I've talked in my workshops about our gut is the mainframe of our body temple. It's the communication center, because the gut communicates with the brain, the heart, all of your organs, and all of your systems. So this is the new Happy Hormone Pack that it was just released in June. And so here, why will you love it? Because it supports healthy hormone balance, maintains healthy sexual desire, supports a healthy positive mood, supports natural serotonin and dopamine. These are hormones that we create in our bodies. You don't need the fake serotonin out there. And this is what our goal, our vision is, to help people understand that let's replace our natural chemicals, because we have chemicals that work synergistically together in our bodies. So that's the idea here. It works on weight loss support and reduces bloating and inflammation. And then that's why you love it. And then, what is it? The Ignite, again, is an all natural sexual wellness supplement for healthy balance of hormones, support arousal, desire, and vitality. And the Fit is the quad biotic, which I just talked about, and then Mood Plus potential or potent adaptogens. And these adaptogens, there are so many adaptogens out there that we need to live a healthy lifestyle. So this is helps with creating a better mood. And how does it work? Hormones are important messengers within our body. They communicate, and these natural proprietary blends combine the support of these three to the body's significant hormone communication within the sex, stress, and metabolic hormone systems. So that this is the happy hormone pack. So I want to do some highlights here just real quick, because what I'll do is I'll share these images. But Dawn, I'm loving the happy hormone pack. I've already been using Mood Plus. She's been using it for a couple of years, inconsistently, but starting to use Fit back in 2021. Now I'm on my third week of Ignite, and my motivation and focus is next level. I'm super committed to working out, being active again. I'm eating clean and have minimal cravings. She's having vivid dreams, lots of downloads from the universe about which direction she wants to go in her business. Her mood is calm and even, and she's high stress. She's got a lot going on, so she's like Marissa.
I was just reading. She's a Scorpio. She says I'm a Scorpio and I'm not intense.
So yeah, and and ladies, zero hot flashes.
I saw that. So I have to act like I know.
So there's one testimonial. Then Melissa, she has had 4 rounds of IVF hormones. The last 2 years have flooded her body, and the weight gain was real. Hormones have been running her life for the big majority of it. But then when she started to get with the GBX Fit, some things started to happen. But then when she got onto Ignite, it made her and her partner so much better and closer. And it feels like the honeymoon stage of just starting to date, and she's so in love. So again, natural balancing. This is a big thing for husbands and wives. They're getting back to that romantic, teenage, early 20s years of, really, having a good time,
Yeah, and you
and
should have fun.
yeah, exactly. So, and her periods are not painful anymore. She used to have very, painful periods. So, and then this next one here is, she's got 2 photos here. I just stopped taking my progesterone and switched over to the Ignite. I mean, the results speak for themselves, and my skin just continues to improve. Hot flashes gone, night sweats gone, acne on my face, chest, and back gone, and bloat gone. So these are just some testimonials here.
That's
And
awesome.
what I do have is for people that want to, we have a private um, Facebook group. It's called The Future of Mental Wellness. And there are tons of testimonials from men and women in this group. And some of them get pretty raw. But it's reality. This is what it is. So, and invite people to that. It is a private group. We've got that. So
Oh,
next,
please invite me.
I think you're already in it. But
Okay.
here is the happy hormone pack, the Ignite, the Mood, the GBX, and I'm throwing in this the Edge. And the Edge, we have watermelon flavor and we have a grape flavor. And with this combination here, it's going to really help elevate your sexual wellness, your mental fitness with the Mood, your physical with the GBX Fit. Um, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to lose weight, but it does help signal the gut from that aspect, and then working on mood, motivation, and metabolism. So with this offer here, the subscribe and save is $139.95. But then here, what I'm doing is I'm throwing in. So here we go. The first 5 orders get a Happy Juice mug. Okay. Then what's going to happen is they actually get a free reboot. And this is a 3-day detox, which I'll coach you through on those 3 days for free. It's a $24.95 value that you get for free. And then you also will get my $10 off coupon that comes with this. And then there is a gift bag, a $25 valued goodie bag that is going to have some goodies in it that you'll just have to order and see what's in it. And this whole series it's a $60 value free. Okay, the first 5 will get the Happy Juice mug and the bag, because I have 5 bags and the Happy Juice mug goes in the bag. But everybody after that will get the free reboot as well as the $10 off. So with that, and this promotion ends on Sunday. I may extend it a little bit, further than that, but people can reach out to me. If you're watching live, you can, take that note. People who are watching on the replay, just reach out to me. We'll have a talk. But here's the thing: is that you've got your logo over the QR code. So these are the QR codes for. In fact, Marissa, can you take your logo
Oh,
off
absolutely.
of that?
You
So
beat me to it. I was
this way
gonna.
they have it. People can take their phones and just grab it and do that, and then I'll actually put it in the comments as well. Okay, so this is the Happy Hormone Pack. The idea here is that this is a holistic hormonal replacing balancing product line, and Dr. Sean has always said from the very beginning with introducing holistic protocols into your body. If you're not already doing that, it's going to take a couple months. This is a cellular replacement. It repairs at the cellular level. It's not like an operation and it's done. So it's not the red pill. It's not the blue pill. Although we do have blue pills and red pills. So they do different things. So, but that's the idea there. And then it's about living your life in balance. It's turn up the heat. Let's turn up the heat. And I'm excited to really see what the next products are going to be in this hormonal balancing, because this is a huge deficit in people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And with this, we're really excited to see how people are going to change, and from a holistic perspective, and getting balanced out. And the testimonials, some of the women's testimonials are gut wrenching. Um,
Mm,
they're in fact, when I was in New York, there was a woman, Sarah. She got up on stage and talked about her entire since after her first pregnancy. No, in fact, when she was 12 years old, when she started to get her period, and the horrific, monthly cycle was just devastating for her. And she's been on this product for 3 months, and it's like she's got no issues. So it's amazing. Now, of course, everybody's different, and our products are guaranteed up to 365 days. So it might take some people longer, and it might take people less time. So there you have it, and I'll open it up to questions.
no, I think that's good. I need to I need to sidebar and see what comes in all of that and get it. But I was showing that I have the let me see if I can bring
The
it close because it's okay. Here you go.
the Amari Edge,
And this is
right,
watermelon, and then
right.
I have the metabiotics.
Mentobiotics. That is our gut
Probiotics.
protocol, right?
Yeah, and then I have the energy.
Energy Plus, which is a holistic energy drink. You've got the pomegranate. You've got the pomegranate lime. So yeah, that Happy Juice really took
Oh
off
my
really
God!
really
It
well.
does. It does. It makes a difference. And as far as your focus is concerned, it really, really helps. Because you take stuff and you're just like excited that it's gonna answer your issue. And then when you get it and you take it, you're disappointed when it doesn't show up. And what I really like about this is does give you clean energy. It's a
Yes.
very
Yes.
clean product. And sometimes you have to look at the benefits of what it's offering. So I do want to sidebar with you and
Sure.
review what you have, because I do like the fact that it takes away the hot flashes is just too much. And I wonder, when I first started drinking this, because remember I told you I had to keep it because my girlfriend who was visiting me, she wanted more of my I wanted her to test it, right? And then she wanted to take my supplies. I'm like, I can't get them. You're going back to the States. Go buy them yourself.
There you go.
So buy them yourself. I got them with me. I need to have them. But I'll be back in the U.S. in the top of October. So
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
order them. So when I get there, I can take them,
They'll
because
be
the
there.
hot flashes are way too, it's just, they're not like really bad, but they're annoying the heck out of me. The up, the down, with the heat, the hot, the
Sure.
cold.
Sure.
It's too much.
Yeah, let me
You know,
let me share something else here, because I was actually on the edge as a product tester before it was available to the public. For me, my experience was euphoric. It basically, when I drank it, within 5 minutes, my head just kind of went poof, and no brain fog. I was not lightheaded, but I just felt happy, and my body felt really, really good. So most of us, well, in fact, all of us who were on the trial were having amazing results. But then we went live, and I had 19 people order it, but like 12 or 13 of them were not getting the benefit. We're not experiencing what I was sharing with people. And I'm like,
wow.
darn, what's going on here?
Mhm.
This is what we came to conclude. Those of us who have been cleaning our guts, getting rid of the bad bacteria, and and having all of these holistic plants in our body, it
Mhm.
really tuned up our body. And these people
Mhm.
were putting holistic protocols, this holistic product
in a
into
toxic
your body,
area.
and it was
Mhm.
toxic. So they weren't. It was fighting elements. So
Right.
this is a
Yeah.
phased benefit type of product line. It's phased. It happens over time.
Mhm.
Some of our products, you're going to get something relatively quickly, like the Energy Plus and the Mood Plus. More than often, people will get results within the first 20 minutes. But
Mhm.
everything
Okay.
else,
So,
it's
so I'll say
phased.
this is I can't say here I'm eating clean like I would if I was in the States. So most of the time my diet is pretty much like 75 to 80%, if not 90%, all fresh. I don't eat processed foods. And so when I take something in, I feel it immediately. Like, so when I drank this the very first time, my body went, oh, it just went, woo.
Mhm.
It woke right up to it. So you are very,
Great.
very correct in saying,
Mhm.
because if you are working out and you are not changing, you're still eating fried foods and everything else, it's going to take a lot of
Yes.
working out in order for
Yes.
Right.
you to start burning any of the weight. You can eventually do it, but it's going to take a lot of effort. When you eat
Yep.
clean, so to speak, stuff starts happening right away because your
Mhm.
body is
Exactly.
clean. So your
Exactly.
cellular level is very, very keen and awake and aware. So,
Right.
I'm gonna say
no,
something.
I love it. Go
And I
ahead,
was gonna
BJ.
say,
PJ.
yeah, with your results, like if you're not pooping, because some people we're not talking about that either. These drugs,
Yes.
all this medicine,
Yeah.
it causes you to be constipated.
And
And
so
Right.
does
if
the
you're not
food.
pooping, and if you're trying to put clean stuff on top of that, so like you said, you piling up that good stuff on top of those pills
Toxic.
and all
Yep.
of that, whatever is in your intestines, it's going to take a minute for it to kick in. So it will be ideal for you to get the gut cleaned out first and
Exactly.
then take the other stuff. And I think that the happy drink, I think that's amazing. I think because we talked about antidepressants. And I've taken antidepressants before, and all it did was just numb me.
Right.
It just numbed me. I didn't feel happy, but I wasn't sad, but I was just numb. I couldn't feel anything. And to
Yes.
me, that made me feel like I was not human. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to feel. I don't want to be sad, but I wanted to feel, at the
You want,
same time.
yeah.
So I think that's going to be a wonderful
Yeah.
replacement for
Yeah.
And I like
antidepressant.
with this, I like with this package that you have a 3-day detox. That's a part of the offer. So
Right.
that's what I really like. I'm like, oh, so I'm getting the setup. So I
So
need to know exactly what I need
let me let
to.
me let me let me share this with you. It's that free product is for brand new customers.
Mhm.
All right. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
But
so we got to figure out how I already a customer can get them.
right, exactly. So, but BJ was talking about gut health, and I love my new wellness or my new health coach that I'm working with because it's all once you make your gut happy, so it's happy gut, you'll end up having a happy butt.
Go ahead.
So, would you recommend to be like a gardener
That's a good one.
that you take the detox first so it can till the soil to prepare it for
Yep,
the other nutrients that are coming in? Okay.
that
Yeah.
yeah, that is correct, and I will walk people through that um, process because it is a very strict process. It's a 3-day detox. It has specific foods that you eat because these
Mhm.
foods nourish the they basically marry with the supplementation and the foods that are recommended. And it does tell you to what foods not to eat, which are just totally off for 3 days. You can go on to it after the 3 days, but the first 3 days, in order to get your gut rid of most or a lot, I should say, a lot of the bad bacteria
Mm-hmm.
is what happens. And I when I do it, I lose anywhere from 8 to 10 pounds in 3 days.
So you're gonna be pooping.
Ooh,
But
I
it
sure am,
also
baby.
it
I
sounds like it
sure am.
also clears out your liver too,
Yes,
which is a
the
good.
liver, the colon, and the kidneys
Okay.
is what this does.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm in.
there you
listen.
go.
Look, you when your body is right, you just feel good. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it just feels good. I mean,
Yeah.
and it just like having that fulfillment sexually does something, brings you joy. Having your body like really feel good brings you
Mhm.
joy too.
Mhm.
It does do something with your mood, your ability to manage stress, avoid stress because of the way that you respond
Right.
to things. So it's a beautiful thing. And I will say, I'm plugging, but I'm not plugging. I'm speaking from authenticity. Just drinking this tonight. Just a reminder, Jeffrey coming on, he guys happy juice, and it was just, having it. It was just like, oh my god, this really feels good. So your body really feels really good.
Well,
Yeah. So
I normally I try things out before I give it to my clients. So I'm already lit and excited. So I can't imagine the intensity and the joy of experiencing it. So I'm looking forward to it.
So
so
is
I
that
so
what's
what
in the purple packet? Is that what's in this the happy juice?
So there's when you get this if you're going to go for the kit, you don't have to go for this kit that I'm recommending here. This is just the happy hormone pack for tonight. We
Mhm.
can go offline and talk about other options if you want. But the Edge, which is our mood, motivation, and metabolism product, which is a neurotropic, it comes in watermelon and then it comes in grape. So that slide showed the Happy Hormone Pack with
Mhm.
Edge, either watermelon or grape. Okay, so reach out with any questions. And I don't know what you ladies are doing tonight, but I've got my Happy Juice and I've got my Ignite Okay, and after this, I'm going out into the, I'm, I'm going out into the jacuzzi. It's jacuzzi night, and
All
then
right.
Jeffrey, I ain't mad at you.
who knows what's going to happen after that?
And who knows what's going to happen after that? Believe it or not, we are on the top of the hour. Okay, people, we have been here, and it does not even feel like it's been an hour. But we are on the top of the hour, and we are going to say, listen, you know Jeffrey, you know where to find him. You see his information has been ticking all night. Get in contact with him. Get your happy juice and get your happy on, and get your juicy back. We need the juicy back. We need that excitement for ourselves and then also for our lovers. And so, anyone have any closing remarks? We'll start with executive producer Miss BJ Martin. Say your closing remarks about tonight, and then we'll end with you, Jeffrey, so you can have the closing remarks.
Uh, all right. Greetings, everyone. My closing remarks would be I think for me, I'm more excited about just the feeling good part. Like I said, I've dealt with depression, I've dealt with anxiety. So the natural way to deal with those type of issues for me, that's what stuck out for me the most. When it comes to sex, I'm good in that area. I got plenty of juice.
I was thinking that all night, BJ, for you. I was like, BJ is sitting here. I got this.
So that part, I'm good, but the other part, Jeffrey, we've talked, had interviews, mental health. I'm a mental health advocate. So
Yeah.
I really, I'm crazy about that part of it. Just that healthy gut part. But
Exactly.
so
Okay.
yeah. So I'm definitely interested. And yeah. That's all I have to say for now.
Well, I want to say I'm very excited, especially for sexual wellness, because there are a lot of people who are suffering in silence and too embarrassed to ask for help. And I believe this, again, is a game changer and will allow a lot of men and women to heal so they can be better partners for their partner. So thank you so much for bringing this to us this evening.
Yes. What a treat, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and no, thank you very much. And it's been to be transparent, I was a little nervous coming on tonight, but I said I built the bridge, got over it, and said this is an important topic.
It is.
And it's, as I said earlier, it's impacted my life because of my diabetes. But for the audience that's out there, my encouragement is if you are struggling with physical, mental, or emotional wellness issues, reach out, because here's the thing is you've got nothing to lose to evaluate this product line, because it is up to 365 days guaranteed. If it doesn't work for you, then you can send and get a full refund for an entire year. So I encourage people to get get the information, resonate with it, evaluate it from that perspective to say, okay, I'm ready to try it. Okay. And I'm here to help answer questions. I'm here to guide you. Maybe not necessarily with the happy hormone pack, if it's something else with your gut health or with your mental health. And I'm just very, very excited because I'm so passionate about what we have to offer, and we're helping people, and we're helping the tens of thousands right now. And our goal is to, be hitting into the millions, because so many people are hurting and our systems are broken. They're not helping people. It's just that vicious wheel of the hamster wheel, just going and going and going and going. And they're not getting anywhere. And life should not be that way. So that's my my takeaway for tonight is be open, receptive to getting the information. Okay.
Yes. And if you want to get connected with him, how do they get connected with you, Jeffrey?
They can look for me on Facebook. It's Jeffrey E. Berger. My picture's on there. I'm in a yellow shirt, and they can, my phone number is there. As it says, first text or leave a message and just let me, if you're texting, just say, hey, I saw your show. Then this way I know somebody, it's reputable, because I get too many prank phone calls, so I don't answer a number that I don't have. But that's, Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok. All looking up Jeffrey E. Berger on all platforms.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to get your juicy back. So make sure you connect with Jeffrey. Get as much information on whatever area in your life you really want to enhance in regards to wellness. Connect with him and find out the products that he has available to you, and get your happy back, get your sexy back, get your juicy back, get it all back, and have an amazing weekend. We love you, and this is Sweetheart Before I Say I Do, and all that goes in between that, right? So enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. God bless.
Thank